Okay, it's update time again. It's 2023.26.7, or you might have 0.8. Now on the surface, this seems like quite a small update, but there are some big changes, and you may even need one of these. So let me show you. Okay, so let's take a look at these updates. Now I'm going to split this video into two videos because there's a final update that I want to talk about in greater detail, and it involves the Apple Watch. But anyway, let's take a look at what's new. So the first update is for Spotify, and they say they've made it a more familiar desktop-like interface. Now here's how it looks, and you can see it does actually look a little bit different. But if I'm honest, I don't think it really looks that similar to the desktop version. It's almost like the original Tesla version, just with squarer blocks for the UI. It's a little bit improved, it's a little bit more simple. Not the improvement I was hoping for. I was hoping it was actually going to be almost exactly like the desktop, or the iPad version would be really great. But that's the new version of Spotify. What do you think? Let me know in the comment section. Next up is the new destination closing soon feature. So what happens now, if you put in a destination into your maps, let's say you're going to a supermarket or a coffee shop, like I'll put in Starbucks here, what it will say at the top here is this says currently it's open until 9:30 p.m. If you put in your navigation data and it worked out maybe it was going to take an hour to get there and it was going to be closed by the time you get there, it's going to say up the top here that the place may be closed when you arrived. So super handy when you're navigating to a destination like this. Next up, quite a big one, we have support for wireless game chargers. I actually quite like this one because if you saw my previous accessories video, I'll put it up there if you want to see it. I've got the Xbox wired controller, and it's good, but you do have to get the cable out, you have to plug it in here. So it's super handy now just to be able to get one of these, chuck it in the glove box, and get this out if I want to play a game while I'm supercharging on my own. So let me show you how you can install one and how it works. So what you need to do is go to your car's menu and then hit the Bluetooth button at the top here. This is going to take you to your Bluetooth settings. We're going to click add a new device, and then just make sure your controller, your PlayStation or Xbox controller, is in pairing mode. On an Xbox, you just hold a little button at the top there, and then you'll see this flashes fast. Okay, so the Xbox wireless controller has popped up here. All you need to do is tap it and it's going to pair the device. If you want to see a game that's compatible with your controller, just tap any game here, and you'll see this one doesn't mention anything about controllers. But if we go to Skyforce Reloaded, you can see it says one connected and Bluetooth. Let's try our favorite beach buggy racing. You can see we've got one connected there. I'm going to play the game and see how this works. There we go, and the controller works perfectly. It's literally like playing a PlayStation or an Xbox game directly in your Tesla Model 3. Next, we have the ability to reduce the blue light coming from the Tesla screen. Now, this is great if you're traveling at night time. Essentially, blue light, if you don't know, is supposed to affect the way we sleep at night. So what the screen will do, a little bit like an iPad or a Mac, is it will play more of a sort of orangey tone throughout the screen, just slightly, so it's going to take out a lot of that blue light. Here's how you turn it on. Essentially, you go to Display, and then you'll see this new option here that says Reduce Blue Light. Automatically adjust to warmer colors at night. And all you need to do is tap it on and off. I'm going to leave mine on, and so far it's been pretty good. Next up are two big changes to Sentry Mode and security, and I really like these changes. So the first big change is that Sentry Mode can now detect if someone tries to open your door or the boot. So believe it or not, this was not a thing in Sentry Mode before. So you'll have had this when you've come back to your car from a supermarket. You'll have about 20 different Sentry Mode videos to view, and usually it's just people walking past with a trolley or they're shopping. But now it's got a little bit smarter, and it will detect if someone tries to open your door. Now, the second update is to the app. So when you turn Sentry Mode on within your iPhone app, you can actually enable the live view cameras. Now, before you had to tap and view each camera separately. Now we have the option to view all cameras at the same time. I think this is super handy, especially if you think someone's breaking into your car at that very moment. You can see all the way around the car in one go. But you do need to activate this, and you do need premium connectivity. So let me show you how you can turn this feature on within your car. So what you need to do is go over here to safety, and then you can see we've got Sentry Mode on or off. What you can do here is you can turn off the camera-based detection. I have that turned off at the moment. but I've got the View Live Camera via mobile app. If you've got this switched off, this is one of the reasons why you may not be able to see the cameras from within your app when you leave your car. You do need this on, and you do need premium connectivity. Now let's take a look at some of the lesser known updates. So first of all, there's been updates to the sliders. So if you drag your finger across the temperature slider or volume, it was a bit sporadic in the past. It would stop at really random points. They've made it a little bit more accurate now. So as you slide down, it will go down in smaller segments. I think this is a good update because it's one way that I change the temperature. We've now got a new owner's manual app within the car, which is super handy if you're new to your car or if you want to find something out about how you want to maybe change something, fill up the fluid, whatever. It's a little bit easier now to find this. It's in your app drawer. It looks like a little book with an eye on it. Before, it was hidden within the settings, so it's good to see that they've added this new app. We've got a small update to supercharging. So now when you plug into a supercharger and you're actually charging on the battery screen, it will show you the rate you're paying for that charge and some other more detailed items in there. Now you may notice a little blue dot underneath some of the apps when you first do an update. Now people have said, is this an active app update? Well, no, this is just to show you that something is new within that app. So when you update for the first time, you may see Spotify has a blue icon below it. You may see your car has a blue icon below it. And that's to show you that something has changed within the app, or the app itself has been updated. And then we have this update. Tesla has changed the daily versus trip percentages on your battery. So I have the 2021 Tesla Long Range Model 3, and up until now, it's always said that I should charge up to 90% for daily use and only up to 100% for a trip. This is now changed, and it now shows daily up to 80 and trip from 80 to 100. So this is a bit odd. Does this mean that Tesla has got it wrong all of this time, or is it just a way of improving your battery health? What do you think about this one? Let me know in the comment section below. And finally, we have a really big update when it comes to the Tesla app. For the first time, we have Tesla shortcuts. So if you're an iPhone or an iPad user, this means you can control a whole host of elements about your Tesla directly from your iPhone or your iPad, and you can use Siri on your Apple Watch or your iPhone. Now, as mentioned, I'm going to make this into a separate video because I want to show you how this works, how you can make your own shortcuts and really get this working for you. So thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe and like the video if you want to see that next video where I'm going to go over how you can use Siri for your Tesla on your Apple Watch or your iPhone and how you can set it up. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.